Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone.
Bill Withers, man, so good.
Wonder if she's gone
To stay. Hi, Dennis. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
in this house.
Fuck, so good.
Anytime she goes away.
Steven. Hi, Jay. Hi, Greg. My tank busted. Oh, that sucks, dude. Hi, B Whistle.
Hey, I'll leave young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Hold on, I gotta feel this. I gotta feel it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jeff.
Sunshine when she's
I don't know if you guys can even hear this.
only darkness every day.
Playing the whole song. Gonna get a copyright strike or claim. That claim's about it, right? Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Anytime she goes.
It's so good. I love Bill Withers. Love Bill Withers. Candy Overalls. Hi, Candy. How are you, miss? Good to see you, lady. Let's see. Linda Worth. Hello. What's up, John? Hell from Hot Hell. Hello from Hot Hell. Yeah, Whip said it was very warm today, too. You guys are going to be like, it's going to, the heat index is something like 106, something like that. Yeah, he said it was going to be very hot, and he has to be out walking around in it. Carlos Diaz, hello. Hi, Matt. I just absolutely love Bill Withers. I'm going to get a copyright strike or maybe even a claim on that one, and I don't even care. I was feeling that one today. That one was absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So what's going on today? We got some Snarf for barfing to do. It's going to be, we got a couple of sodas, and we got the chips and salsa from Dee Dee. Here, I'll just show you real quick. There's enough people in here. Ranch dressing soda. It sounds disgusting. Sounds disgusting. Lester's Fixins. Lester's Fixins. Pure cane sugar. Money Viper, there it is. Hi, Ivy. Hello, lady. Good. No, I have a feeling this is going to be disgusting. I like ranch dressing. I like it, but just a little bit, like maybe on some wings. Most of the time I use blue cheese dressing if I'm going to be eating wings. Not always. Sometimes no dressing. Sometimes just whatever on the wings. So I do like ranch dressing, but I feel like this is going to be disgusting. I feel like, and this is from Nathan. This is from Nathan Hovey. Nathan Hovey. Hoverboard. Hover. It's definitely a novelty, Coral. Hi, Coral. The ranch soda isn't that bad. Well, we'll find out. Hi, Pyle. We might actually have a high under 100 next week. 97 sounds awesome. Well, it's 65 here right now. 65. Back to lurking, working. The great song brought me into chat. Well, it's good to see you, Candy. Keep up the great work. Love you guys over there. Thank you so much. You see all kinds of co-op stuff hanging around in here. I got co-op stuff everywhere, thanks to that amazing company. And then the other one we're going to taste is the Buffalo Wing Soda. Now, he sent me a 6-pack, but I'm going to share these with my son. So I figured I drink half, he would drink half. That way I'm only drinking one soda. I don't like to drink a lot of soda unless it's got rum in it. So, I do try to manage my sugar a little bit. Like, I do have a very big sweet tooth. So we're going to try 2 of these. We're out of the 6, and there's some good ones. Pumpkin pie, that sounds delicious. Bacon soda sounds delicious. So yeah, we've got the wings and ranch dressing. I thought they sort of went together. And then we're also going, and again, those came from Nathan. Nathan sent so much stuff. He has sent so much stuff. Hi, Sketty. Always a pleasure. How are you doing? Who else did I miss? We said hi to Craig. Craig lost a tank. We got Nathan. There's Nathan. Hi, buddy. And then the other thing that we're going to try today is from Dedekin's, which I'm dying to try. Mango bacon salsa. It sounds like heaven. Mangoes. I love mangoes, and I love bacon. So this will be good. Yeah, good job on the grow soda, Nathan. Yeah. Nathan's he's done a lot. He's done a lot. He's sent me quite a few things. He still has some other things coming. You know, these I'm going to share with you guys at the Clash. And I'm hoping to maybe bring some other things to the Clash, and maybe some of you guys would bring stuff, and we can do like a round table Snarf or Barf with a whole bunch of us on a live stream. You know, we could have different cameras and stuff. I think that might be fun. It might be something to do. So maybe we can even get some local stuff from like Alishan or Jennifer Weaver or something like that. And Jennifer Weaver, Jesus, you know, she sent me coffee beans, right? And I couldn't find a grinder. We just have one of those old manual grinders. You know, it's just a little cylinder, maybe a 6-inch tall cylinder with a grinder, 6-inch on grinder. And she sent me an electric grinder even, because I just mentioned that I couldn't find it yet. So I ground up those beans. I'm not going to try it today because I didn't think coffee, soda, and chips and salsa really went well together. She sent me that, what is it, the civet. It's like the little raccoon cat looking thing that eats the beans and poops them out. It's supposed to change them. So she sent me some of those. So I did grind them up, and maybe tomorrow we'll do that. And just, I'm not a huge coffee drinker either. So in the wintertime, I drink a lot more. I like what I call the frou-frou coffee, you know, like something with all kinds of stuff in it. Gina, the boss isn't. Uh-oh, Gina, your boss is coming right now. I just know it. They're going to be walking around the corner. What's up, Shane? Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. Appreciate it. 23 of you in here so far. Thank you so much. You know, arse pellets. Yes. Yes, Craig. But, you know, they take care of them. They process them. Like my wife and my daughter won't drink it because of that. But to me, you know, they're obviously cleaning them. They're obviously taking care of them. So it doesn't bother me that they've passed through somebody or something. You know what I mean? It's hygienic, right? That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking forward to trying it, though. Again, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I'll drink it black, and then, you know, just to taste it to see, because it's supposed to make it a lot more mild, like not as bitter and stuff. We'll see. So that, I think we'll try that tomorrow, probably. My mom is making me French toast. Yes, I love French toast. Oh, no, he's not. I'm supposed to be off today, but he couldn't be at the store, so I'm working for him. No boss for sure. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you had to have a day off and go to work. That sucks ass. I remember those way back in the day, and they were not fun. I did not care for them. Going in on your day off. It just ruined it, you know? But I also didn't like... I noticed most of my jobs, I went, you know, woke up in the morning, went right to work. But I did have some where I worked nights and stuff like that. I had to get up, get ready for work, and go. If I had a job where I would wake up in the morning or whatever, and then tool around a little bit, do whatever, you know, and then end up going to work, I miss so many days because I'd be like, you know what, I don't want to do this today. I don't feel like going. So I had to get up and just go to work. Right? Otherwise, I probably, you know, wouldn't. All right, let's dig in. Let's start with the mango salsa. Ooh. Oh, my mouth just went. I can't remember that joke. Gushed. How did it go? Oh, it was a very inappropriate joke. It was about gushing more than something. I can't remember how it went. Oh, that smells. Oh. It's bacony, but you know what's also weird? It smells a little bit like SpaghettiOs. Now that I think about it. Again, this came from Dedekin's. from the amazing Dee Dee. She sent a whole thing. And you know what else she did? She included in a very nice note too, by the way, a very nice personal note that she put in there was very heartwarming. But she put $10 in there to buy chips to go with it because she didn't think sending chips was a good idea, you know. So she gave me money to buy them. Okay, I just got some regular tortilla chips here. You know, nothing special. I wanted something that didn't have any flavor extra than the salt. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get like a Doritos or something like that, so that I would color it. What's up, fishy on? All right, we're gonna load this effer up. All right, here we go. That's not that much. Let's put some more on there. God, my mouth is just watering. I can't get it to scoop. That's what I should have got, those little scoopers. All right, there's plenty on there. It's gonna be very messy. Oh my. Oh my, that is good. There's a hint of vinegar, but it's not too strong. Hi, Jeremy. A hint of vinegar, which, you know, it's in a lot of salsas, right? What other flavors? Oh, that is good. That is very good. The heat, it's only a medium. It's only a medium. So it's not hot. It's sweet. The bacon is there, but it's not like bacon. You know what I mean? It's like bacon. But Alashon says mango salsa. Of course, it's good. You're right. I've had a lot of those fruit salsas like peach and stuff, and mango is my favorite. Ah, I lost a chip. We have a chip down. Fishion just made some homemade mango salsa. That is the bee's knees. That is delicious. Dee Dee, if you're watching a replay, you nailed it. Oh my God. That might be one of my favorite salsas that I've ever had. yeah, Stephen. That's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Cape Fear Pirate Candy Mango Bacon Salsa, and again, it comes from Wilmington, North Carolina. CapeFearPirateCandy.com. That's where you can get it from. Cape Fear. So just like the name there, Cape Fear Pirate Candy. Just take out the spaces, add a .com. That's where you can get it from. Might maybe be able to buy stores down there too. North Carolina, B-Wizzle. How far away is that from you? We're gonna have one more chip. I'll load it up this time. That is breakfast burritos. This is perfect for breakfast burritos. That is really good. I was in the middle watching Cape Fear when I dropped by. That is weird. That's weird. This is good. This is really, I mean, this is tasty. This is delicious. I used to make salsa quite often too. And I tried tons of different recipes, stuff where you just, you know, pico de gallo type, where you just, you know, chop up a bunch of stuff. Some of it was sauce where you actually, you know, cooked it for a while, just all the different types. Because, you know, I worked at a produce place. So I would bring home, you know, marked down tomatoes, bring home a case of tomatoes and make up a ton of salsa. All right. All right. Yeah, the bacon soda does look interesting. I thought the pumpkin pie as well. What were the different flavors? So today we're going to try the ranch and the buffalo wing soda. But there was also pumpkin pie, bacon. There was two more. Got to get the chips out. Hold on. There was two more. What were the other two? Sweet corn. And let's see, here it is. Ranch, buffalo, sweet corn, and what was the last one? All right. Sorry, I'm just watching this video. I made a short when I unboxed them. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. That was the other one, peanut butter and jelly. We're going to start with the ranch dressing one here, though. That was underwhelming. That was underwhelming. Oh, that does not smell good. It sort of smells a little bit like liquid ranch dressing. When I mean liquid, like really, really runny ranch dressing. Shane said I always said I could drink ranch. My daughter loves ranch dressing. She just absolutely love it. All right, here we go. Oh no. It's sweet, you know, it's soda, so it's very sweet. So it's very, very sweet ranch dressing is what it tastes like. Like there's a ton of sugar. I should have had something to clear the palate, right? Right, Ivy? You know, the more you drink it, it might be better. That first taste was second taste not as bad. So maybe it's one of those things where your palate just sort of gets used to it. I don't like it. It's not as refreshing as you want it to be. Cucumber soda is better. Cucumber soda sounds okay. Yeah, that sounds okay, Coral. I'd taste that. I'd drink that. All right, I'm going to drink half of this because I told my son I would share it with him. That way we're both only drinking one full soda. He'll get half of one of Lester's Fixins. I can't read the... Where is it? My Yahoo, my Yahoo, my Yahoo. Here it is. How does this thing always get so dirty? I guess I should show you what I don't want. How does this thing always get so dirty? That didn't look very good, did it? I guess I should show you what I was talking about. All right, let's see. Old man time. Carbonated artesian spring water, pure cane sugar, gum acacia, natural flavor, ester gum, flash pasteurized for stability and safety. Here it is right here. This is what I was actually looking for. rocketfizz.com. rocketfizz.com. That's where you can get Lester's Fixins, ranch dressing soda, rocketfixings.com. Fixins. No. Rocket Fizz. Sorry. Rocket Fizz. F-I-Z-Z. rocketfizz.com. I did, Kenny. I did. Oh, yeah, that was even worse, that last one. Okay, I'm done with that one. That is, yeah, that's a big nasty no. Let's have a chipped up. Nathan wants to taste the fresh cut grass soda. Sketty Nona has 784 red books on my library card. Also, I have a Hoopla account. Do you use Goodreads, Sketty Nona? If you do, I'm Rico Stan over there too. Hit me up. I'm always interested to see what other people have read. I haven't been keeping up on it recently. Like I haven't put any of the books I've read. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I updated. A website for the salsa. Yes, there was. I said it. What was it? Oh, it's actually the name of it. So it's Cape. It's up here. The Cape Fear Pirate Candy.com is where the salsa comes from. Cape Fear Pirate Candy.com. Again, Dee Dee. Man, so good. So good. Oh, and Nathan, look at this. They were gone. Oh, no, there's actually a couple in there. Ooh, I need to finish those off. There's a couple in there. And it's good to see you. I didn't say hi, Kenny. I check recommended from time to time. Yeah, hit me up over there if you don't mind, Sketty. You don't have to if you'd like to keep it private. I understand. But if you want to, hit me up over there. And I like seeing what other people read and what their thoughts are. When I review books, most of the time, I don't really go in depth. A lot of times I don't put anything. A lot of times I just put my star rating and move along. But, yeah, I'm also a big reader. Michelle is doing audiobooks right now through Libby, through the library. Sketty only reads spicy books. All right, so the next one is the Buffalo Wing Soda. Again, from the same place, rocketfizz.com. Hint of buffalo, like a trapeze or some type of hot sauce. What's up, Adam? I'm not tasting it. Not really. My mom bought me the entire series of Clan of the Cave Bear. Nice. I like when my wife reads those books because there's parts in there that inspire her. We'll leave it at that. She's got those books though, the series. She really likes Clan of the Cave Bear. I thought they were interesting too. It was an interesting story. I don't know if it's because I didn't really cleanse the palate well. Oh, I have water here too. Hold on. I need like a spit can or something. Okay, maybe that'll help a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really getting a buffalo wing flavor to this at all. Hi, Jetta. Take a sip of the wing soda and the ranch soda. This doesn't taste like buffalo wing soda to me. Doesn't really smell like it. Really doesn't have a strong flavor at all of anything. It tastes. I don't know. I can't describe the taste. It just tastes like soda, right? It just tastes maybe like an orange soda or something, and it might just be because it's orange colored, and so my mind went there. Hi, Geek Boy. Yeah, I can't. This does not really have much of a flavor at all. It's not bad. Maybe you gotta shake it up. Shake it up. Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a little bit of spice to it. Like right now I'm starting to taste a little bit more like the aftertaste. And maybe it has a little bit of hint of like a hot sauce, like a Louisiana hot sauce or something like that. Yeah, I'm at a loss on this one. A little bit, it's like in the back of your throat, you can sort of get a little bit of spice, like a hot sauce type. It's not super strong. I don't know. That one doesn't, that one just doesn't, it's not strong. It's not, I guess they tried to make it more like a, spicy's not the word I'm looking for. Maybe just hot. I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Not spicy, not savory. You know, maybe they tried to make that chicken wing bite. But to me, chicken wing heat is usually up here, right? Chicken wing heat is normally in the front of your mouth and on your lips a little bit and stuff like that. That's where the heat, for me mostly, maybe because I am a slob, but that's where the heat normally is for me. It's not at the back of my throat so much, and this heat is more at the back of my throat, you know, because the liquid's hitting there. Tangy, maybe tangy. I mean, it's a little bit of heat, like just a little bit, but it's not really tangy either. I like tangy stuff. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. Somebody get out the thesaurus, because it's not spicy, but there is some heat, right? It's very weird because you know, this is cold, right? I had it in the fridge. All right, one more sip. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. It definitely does not, to me, does not taste like any buffalo wings I've ever had. You saw that, right, Keith? KJE is going to be in Buffalo for a buffalo wing eating contest. And I think they're going to live stream it, or at least he's going to record it. So the ranch dressing one is pretty gross, Nathan. So I wouldn't say uneventful, but yeah, it wasn't. The buffalo wing soda, I mean, I would just drink. It's okay. It's not bad at all. I'm really looking forward to the pumpkin pie one. Like, I love pumpkin pie, and I'm super looking forward to that. How can it get worse than ranch soda? Peanut butter and jelly sounded pretty gross. Corn, sweet corn, that one's gonna be weird. Watch, it just tastes like Sprite or something. But the bacon one and the yeah, see, now that's weird. See, now there's heat like way back in my throat, like down. That's weird. It's like I don't know. It's way back though. Hi Lori, I didn't see you come in. Miss Lori, how you doing? The visiting pug has lost his flipping mind. He must be barking at aliens I can't see. And that is the site for that one was rocketfizz.com. Rocket Fizz. Does the pug have that bark too? The really weird, you know, because like Tucker always had that really weird. He never barked. One time we had a really bad thunderstorm and he got scared and he barked, which was weird. The only time he ever made noise, and it wasn't a bark, but it was at dinner time. Every time at dinner, he got super excited and danced around, you know, and he went glop, 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 glop. It was the weirdest thing. Pugs have the weirdest vocal thing going on. Even Pugsley, at same thing at dinner time, she makes noise. But also when Aiden leaves, usually on Saturdays, Aiden, my youngest son, goes shopping or goes out with my wife and daughter. They go out, and usually it's shopping, but they do other stuff too. And she barks the whole time he's gone. She sits up in the window where she can see down the road, and she just, it's not loud. It's just annoying because it's constant. See, She's like yelling for him to come home. She does not like to be away from him at all. Like he came up just a little bit ago. She follows him right into the bathroom. Then they go outside so she can go to the bathroom. He makes himself some breakfast, lunch, and she's right next to him the whole time. And then they go back downstairs to his room. And I mean, she is just right next to him 24/7. She's getting up there too, and she's got to be somewhere around, I don't know, 11 years old or so. He sounds weird, and he can practically yodel when he watches my son. It's so weird, isn't it? Right now, it's only going to get worse. That was just a group on Amazon. I get free shipping, so I figured I'd get, but you might have to pay now. Heat way back in my throat. Yes, way back in my throat, geek. All right, so definite nasty no-no. That was my nickname in college. Ranch dressing, big no. Disgusting. Not as disgusting as the pickleballs, but pretty gross. This, sort of weird. You know, there was a, I can't remember the name of the brewery. It was Frog in the name. It was in Cave Creek, Arizona. I think they're still around. Frog. I can't remember the name of it. Frog was in the name, and they made a chili beer soda. Not soda, beer. Chili beer. Not a chili beer soda. It was just a beer. Like I mean, it just tasted like anything, like a Bud Light, that type of, you know, just a regular beer with a chili in it that gave it some spice. And that's what this reminds me of. It wasn't super hot, but you could get, you know, like as it's going down, you get some heat. Get some heat when it goes down. All right. That's it. That's it for today. That's the Snarfer bar for today. I didn't want to do too many of the sodas because I didn't want to open them and waste them, right? So, again, I'll share those with my son so he can have a soda. I have one soda. And then tomorrow, maybe we'll do the other ones. We'll do 2 more of them. I just figured 2 a day. I don't really have anything else right now. I have the coffee from Jennifer Weaver, which maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I feel like I should do that with something. But right now I have the coffee, the wild rice, and the sodas, and that's it. But I'm going to have some more of the hot sauce. We got to get into Barf on stream. I can't throw up, really. I mean, it's very difficult for me to now. So if you're eating lunch, I apologize. But before, so I had a hiatal hernia fixed, and so there's like a diaphragm on top of your stomach, right? Actually, way down here, I guess, on top of your stomach. Well, at some point in the past, I got hurt somehow, fell down, whatever. I got hurt, and it ripped that diaphragm, and part of my stomach went up into my lung cavity. And it was like 40% of my my stomach was in my lung cavity. So they had to pull my stomach down and then put like a mesh there to keep it, you know, to fill in that hole in the diaphragm. So ever since that time, I can't throw up. Even when I get nauseous, really, you know, it's very, very difficult. Before that, I had no problem. I had no problem throwing up. Sometimes I'd make myself, if I felt really bad, I could, you know, and done. Sorry. I excel at barfing. My stomach is weak. But now it's very difficult. And so I used to burp a lot, you know, before that. You know, not so much the other end, but it was all coming up and not down, you know. But after that, I couldn't even burp very well. Like I get super gassy and I couldn't burp. I had to wait for it to go the other way. I couldn't burp. It was blocked, like very, very strange side effect of having that fixed. Now it's gotten better, but sometimes I'll drink. That's why I don't drink a lot of soda or carbonated stuff, because I get super bloated. I just can't I can't let the gas out. Mm. 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 God. Larry D, hi. Larry D is my guest for this Saturday for the Snarf for Barf. And again, I'm eating this stuff from Dee Dee. This is good. This is so good. It might be one of my favorite salsas I've ever had. It's a great combination. There's nothing, I've looked at the ingredients. There's nothing like, not a lot of tomatoes, mangoes, sugar onions, tomato paste, jalapenos, natural bacon flavoring, vinegar, cilantro, garlic, sea salt, spices. Can't let the gas out is an affliction I never attribute. So good. All right, let's Richard, is Richard Reynolds here? Which Richard? Where's Richard? Did I miss somebody? I bet I did miss people because I look and I missed some other things in the chat. Coffee with toast and Vegemite. And again, I've eaten up that Vegemite. Like I'm still eating it regularly. I like it. I have to try just the regular Vegemite, not with the cream cheese, because I'm sure that is really colored my opinion on it. Like I know Ivy tasted it, hated it. Thought it was the most disgusting thing in the world. But it was just pure Vegemite. It wasn't the cream cheese mixed in. Okay. Oh, I read that wrong. Richard and I have a goal of having lunch with you. You buy. All right, so that's good. Can never go wrong with bacon or bacon flavored anything. I love mangoes too. Kelly, you can't eat mangoes, right? Yeah, that salsa would kill me. Tomatoes, tamangos. You can't have the tamangos, right? Is it mangoes too? Hi, June. Yep, we're all done. I had this. Ranch dressing soda, which was gross. That was gross. And a buffalo wing soda, which was not bad. It was not bad. And again, I didn't finish them because I told my son I'd let him taste it. And that way I'm only drinking one soda. We're splitting a soda between us. Mangoes make my face itch. I remember us having that conversation. That's what I remember you talking about. I absolutely love mangoes. There was this old guy when I used to work in Arizona in the produce place. It was when I first started, and this old guy used to come in. He had like dementia, and he would tell me the same joke every single day. Every day that I worked. If I didn't see him, I got worried about him. I mean, but he would come in and he would tell me, "Did you hear about the guy who drank 8 beers? He burped 7 Up." And he was so proud of that joke. But he used to also say mangoes are like eating female body parts. And he was he was an old Italian guy, and he was just very in your face about it. And he was just so loud. He was just like, mangoes I like eating, and it just, oh. Of course, I'm in the grocery store, there's people around and stuff, so you gotta, but it was, yeah. What's up, Greg? Greg, Guppy guy. My brother-in-law would eat Snickers bar with butter on it. Oh, I tried it once. It was really good, but really wrong. That does sound horrible. My old boss from years and years ago, his name was Kevin. He would eat a stick of butter when he was a kid. He said he just absolutely loved it. Just absolutely love it. Ryan, what's up? Hello, Ryan. What's up, dude? He'd go grab a stick of butter when his parents used to go so mad at him because he'd grab a stick of butter and just gnaw on a stick of butter. And I was like, ooh. That would be just barf, just eating a stick of butter. That would be very gross. That would be disgusting. Okay, what else? What else we got going on? I've been spending a lot of time at the bottom of the chat, which is uncomfortable for me. I like to be behind so I know what to... Not going there. It's amazing today here, although it's very, very overcast, like it's dark out there. Currently 66 degrees. Currently the temperature is 66 degrees. And the rains, it was raining like a really, it was almost just like walking in the clouds. It was a mist. Just nice though when I was taking Wally out for a walk. It was just a nice little mist. The whole time we were out there, we didn't like get soaked. You know, it just, it was just beautiful. So quiet. Everything's muffled, you know, so it's just so quiet. Like you can't hear anything. I couldn't hear any people. I couldn't even hear birds or anything. It was just so quiet out there. Like it's so still, like something's about to happen. Absolutely beautiful though. This summer, you know, we usually have really nice summers, but this summer has been especially beautiful. It's just, I absolutely love living here. It's going to be nice until around the 1st of November. Around the 1st of November, it'll start getting, you know, colder and just, you know, snow. And it's not horrible. We'll still have some sunny days, but November is usually not very sunny. Like it's very cloudy. And December, usually about the same. January, it's like the sun comes out for a while in January and gives us a break usually, but then February is just horrible. February is just garbage. I just hibernate that entire month. 100 here, heat index 114. That's what Whip was saying this morning. He said that it was going to be like the heat index was going to be 106 in northern Illinois, where him and John are. Hi, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, I absolutely love this. I tried this on the stream. Absolutely love this. Absolutely loved it. This was one of my favorite salsas ever. It is so, so good. Thank you so much for sending it. Thank you so much. I wish the seller I got the soda from actually took their time to pair all the sodas. They got 2 right, but they should have put the butter in with the corn. Yeah, that would have made sense, right? It's hot everywhere. It's good salsa. It really is. We've cooled to 98. So we won't hit 80 again this year, probably. I keep saying that, but we probably won't hit 80 again. When I look at the 10-day, it's all 70s. And we don't get too cold at night, you know. We get into the 50s, but it's not like, because again, the lake takes off the edge. It takes off the hottest and the coolest, and it's between 5 and 10 degrees that it takes off. So we don't get as hot as places, but we don't get as cool as places either until later, you know, usually like February, when it doesn't matter as much. Although the lake never shuts down. We were talking about that on Keith's. Like Buffalo is really known for snow, right? They get lake effect snowstorms off of Lake Erie, but Lake Erie freezes over, so that shuts down. The lake effect system shuts down usually into December, into January, usually, not always, but usually. Buffalo have a really bad year when the temperatures are actually warmer. They'll get way more snow. But usually once Erie freezes, then their snow is pretty much done. They don't get much more. And then we'll start to get a ton because Lake Ontario does not freeze. It's deep enough that it's never froze in recorded history. So, but yeah, here's the 10-day. 73, 76, 73, 72, although there is a 54 in there. That's a little chilly. 70s, 60s. So, and that gets us, 79, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, 79. So we might possibly hit 80 on that day, you know, maybe. But that gets us all the way into September. That's September 2nd. September's here already. That means the Keystone Clash is less than a month away. Nope, hold on, I gotta click buttons. Come on, this mouse has had it. I've had this mouse for so long. It's about had it. Okay. Heat index is going to be around 120. That sounds horrible. I love to watch storms. Sketty says, me too. Have a storm headed my way. I do. I just absolutely love a storm. I would much rather have a stormy day than a beautiful sunny day. Just so much better. And especially certain times of the year when the trees, like in the fall, when we get the fall storms and the trees, the leaves are already dropped, so I can really see a good distance. Just watching the storms roll in over the lake, just absolutely love that. Carlos, what's up, Carlos? So quiet just before the silverback comes. I think I'm the silverback. I think that's, that's what it's like, though. I mean, it's so quiet out there. Again, it was hardly any birds. It was just, I heard no people, nothing. Nathan said it's so hot here. My weather app took the day off. Won't load in the drop-down weather. It just said, no, we're done. It's hot. It just says hot. AC stopped working. It took a day to fix it. Thought I was going to die. I mean, I remember those in Arizona, late summer when the humidity started to go up. And when I say go up, it would hit, 19, 20% humidity. And that was a high humidity there. So the swamp cooler doesn't work at that. And the AC, we did have the AC breakdown in the one house right after we moved in too. And I actually had to fight with them because I was like, they said, well, you did your walkthrough. And I was like, yeah, and we tested it, but it broke down right after. And I never got it satisfied because how do you test that? We made sure it worked. We sat there and watched the air conditioning come on, but it broke down just like days after we moved in. So I did get some reparations, but not what I wanted by any means. Kelly says it's 92 here, but not unpleasant. A good breeze and slightly overcast. The breeze makes all the difference, right? Tomorrow we are back to mild, pleasant summer. And what was I going to say? Oh, and that's the difference too between like when it's really hot out west as opposed to here. Like here, if it's 80s, 90s, you go for a drive and the air that's coming in is usually pretty cool. You roll your window down, the air is cool. But you go Arizona, you go for a drive, you roll your window down, and your eyeballs just evaporate. There's just, the heat is just a blast furnace. It was totally different. Totally different. How do we survive before AC? We lived in cold places. Right? Of course, it has gotten hotter too, so. It's been gross here since Monday. Today, so far, only 90. Devil's Butthole, Texas may have closed its legs. We are built tougher, but as we age, the motor needs more tuning. Zanny, you people get up too early on my days off. I'm still drinking my coffee. I just got really sweaty. I'm gonna turn the fan on here. Okay. Thursday's not as good as it used to be as far as streams go, but it's still pretty good. You got some good streams coming up tonight. Foxanne, KG Tropicals is doing their premiere. You got Ed and Skipper. I do miss the time when Fishroom Fever, when James was streaming right after KG Tropicals. It was just my night. Thursday nights were my night to really get into watching streams, and it still is. It's just not as good as it used to be. I miss both of those people streaming, but there's a lot of people that go. So Kelly's still not back. She took the summer off for streaming, so maybe after the Clash, right, Kelly? Dee Dee said growing up it was hot but tolerable except for about 2 weeks in August. Climate is different now. Yeah, definitely is. It definitely is, and it's only going to get worse. Thursdays went from awesome to decent. Matt said, yeah, that's they were my favorite night. Fish and Floral, hello. 55% humidity. That's not horrible. Heat index 135 though. Wow. Again, that's why I like living here. This is a little cooler than our normal summers, but usually from late spring through beginning of fall through, right about November 1st, the weather is just amazing. Those months, the weather is just amazing. It really does make up for, November through June, first part of June. Hi, Foxanne. We're just talking about you. Hi, Ritesh. I think after the clash, I think I would like a co-host, but I'm not sure who yet. So your stream is, more scientific-y, informational. ABS, hello. Who would be good? We'll have to think about that. Who would be a good co-host for you? Somebody who could manage the chat for you while you are doing stuff. Maybe Dee Dee. But she's already streaming, though. She's already streaming with Foxanne right before that. That would be an awful lot. There's a lot of good choices, though. There's a lot of good choices. My ass can't go to sleep until like 3 a.m. these days. So what does the rest of you do while your ass is up running around? Just picture an ass just running around. Go to sleep! Sorry. Science nerds apply. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Yep, I got nothing. How about, okay, here we go. Foxanne, pick a number, please. We'll do a reading from the Book of Mormon. Pick a number. 1 through 189. 1 through 189. And hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Oh, there we go. See, there's a page. There's, it at least says breasts in it. Not going to tell you what page. 164. Okay, 164. Yep, still nothing. Hold on, gotta click buttons. Boss, we got a problem, Randy told him. Great. What? They'd only been on the trail a half a day. One of the wheels is splintering. Didn't you bring a spare? They always pack spares in wagons, did they not? Randy noted. I have one, and we'll change to it now. So what's the problem? It looks like someone tampered with the wheel on the wagon. Cowboy mentally cursed. How could that be? They had been watching Spencer, Carruthers, and Green, the three they suspected of mischief. Who had they missed? The problem, Randy continued, is if something happens to this one, we're stuck. No spare. Well, that just flat out sucked. Cowboy thought it through before saying, since we're still close, we'll send back for a spare now, just in case. If I go back, there won't be dinner tonight, Randy unnecessarily informed him. They didn't have a choice, because a horse couldn't carry a wheel due to its size. Then a thought struck Cowboy. Pass out cold fare for tonight. After we get a new wheel on, Lizzie-Beth and I will take the chuck wagon back and pick up a spare. We'll meet you in time for a hot breakfast. Lizzie-Beth looked up at him. Me? I can't do the high voices anymore. Unless you want to ride a horse with the herd, Cowboy said. That's it. That was the page. So, they're just a bunch of cowboys, and every once in a while, they're cowboy spies. And every once in a while, but not often enough, they have sex. But it's not enough. There's just not enough. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. There was a page. She surprised him by grabbing his hand, putting his thumb in her mouth, and sucking off the dessert. So, I mean, it's there. It's there. We also have these, and I was thinking, Dee Dee, thank you again for sending these, but these were what Jeremy sent for the very first item. So I've already tasted them, but I was thinking maybe I could make something with these this time. So any ideas of what we could do? You know, you guys saw me eat these. These ones I actually was okay with all of them except for the sago grubs, which I did not like. But maybe I could make something with them instead of just eating these, since I've already had them all and I know what to expect. Maybe put them into something, you know? Give me some ideas, you know, if you've got ideas. All right, well, so we need you to start reading to us at night. I'm not going to fall asleep if you read to me. You know, I can't fall asleep when something's on like that. I know other people can too. I have to leave the TV on and play a longer video on my phone, or I just think to myself, see, I can't have any noise going on to speak of. Like on the rare weekend when somebody, during the summer, when people, the cottagers have a party or something and I can hear music, I will be awake most of the night. I just can't. I gotta have it quiet. Is Dee Dee, what's Dee Dee saying? My best scientific knowledge, brace yourselves. If you put more water in a container they can hold, mop up time. Dee Dee, you're doing like you often do and underselling yourself. Just kidding, I know what they enter to. You do. You do. Melissa said, put them in Chex Mix. That might not be bad. That might not be bad. Seems like you need to get a hustler or something and be sure to show the pictures. Also, please make sure to get the ones made for the ladies as well. We can't be pigs alone. What did I miss there? These cowboys are practically virginal. All right, well, have we done an hour? Again, it feels like I'm spinning my wheels and just making stuff up. I don't have any stories to tell. I don't have anything going on. I found a place with alder cones. I'm going to be bringing some of those to the clash. And again, I've got Goodaids I'm going to be bringing, but not a ton. I'm going to be bringing some of those to give away, but they'll be juveniles. You won't be able to sex them yet. I won't be able to. Maybe somebody else, maybe Alishon will. I don't know, but jeez. Bringing Goodaids, bringing guppies. The guppies are doing amazing, tons of them. Bringing those, bringing a bunch of plants, bringing some wood. Stuff to give away. So if you're on the fence about the clash and you want some free stuff, I mean, you get other stuff too just for going, you know, like I know the co-op is doing something this year, you know, like last year too, but they're working directly with the clash this year. Last year they sent me some stuff to hand out, but this year they're working directly with the clash and sending some stuff. Take them. Oh, that might be a good idea. Mix the sagos with the salsa and the chips. Actually, that might be a good idea. I think Dee Dee is on to it. I think that's what we'll do, Dee Dee. That's what we'll do. We'll add these. So I've got a couple of items so far to take to the clash for people to try. That's a good one. What type of Goodaids? They're the Zenatoka Doidries. Zenatoka Doidries. The San Marcos, I believe. The blue and orange. Fishtoberfest is when? Ryan, tell us about it a little bit. I know it. I know it's coming soon. And I would love to go. I would, but it's just not in the cards for at least the foreseeable future. It's second on my list, like, you know, Keystone Clash because I've been going, but Fishtoberfest is right up there because it's the same type of event, you know, same type of event. September 30th to October 1st, and next April is the Northeast Council Convention. There's like 30 fish clubs involved, and I've never been to one of those. I've been to them virtually, but they're back and this is like their 45th year or something like that. Alishon, I know, would probably know a lot more about that. That's in April of this next year. We're not going to make it this year, but possibly next year. Oh, next year, actually, we might not be going to the Clash because Michelle actually said she wanted to do something. She wants to go to Salem, Massachusetts. So that might be our main trip next year. We might not be going to the Clash. That might be the trip that we take next year. It's not fair that I get to pick the trip every year. I mean, because it's not really a lot of fun for Michelle. She likes most of you that she's met. I don't think she was anybody she didn't like. I said that sort of weird. But, you know, she's not a people person and she's not a fish person, so she just doesn't have a lot of fun there. So it's not fair to, you know, for her. So we should do something that she likes to do. So I think next year we're going to go to Salem. So probably, it just depends on where we're at. You know, things are changing so much, we don't know where. The year I'm supposed to go, you won't be there. Yeah, and Mark's going to be there. Mark Sturlson, Bunny Viper was going to try and make it. Jeff says, I hope you go to the Clash next year, possibly Aquashella, Chicago. I hope to go to the Clash next year. Rexa, typing on the keyboard. See, that's what cats do. Rex is a cat, right? She is a cat? Yes, she is. Now you see the icons. Because I told Jason and Ed both that we need to ban cats from our Monday night D&D session because the cats are always causing problems. Somebody said we need to ban dogs too then, and I was like, well, but the dogs don't ever cause any problems. You don't see the dogs in there stomping on the keyboards and doing stuff like the cats do. Next year you're coming to me, Kelly. We'll take a fall trip. That'll be awesome. Make sure you do it early fall. Like you want to be here like the second week of October is the best time. Is the best time. Cats always do cause problems. It's a fact. It's a fact. Nope. I mean, Kitty at a D&D session. Yeah, that tracks. Hey, my daughter loves D&D. There's lots of women that like D&D. I know you're just joking anyways, though. Bunch of nerds playing D&D. I played D&D since 8th grade, I believe it was. Jenna says, speaking of the Clash, Scotty said, if you paid for the Clash but able to attend, yes, send an email to admin at Keystone Clash to tell them who you would like to pick up your goodie bag. Yeah, because they're only giving them out to people that they have been told it's okay. That's it. Nobody else can do it. Puppy comes home next week. Nice. Well, I'll have a corgi someday, I think. I hope so. We're thinking around October 10th-ish. Yeah, that would probably be perfect. That would probably be perfect. I mean, it varies year to year, right? But, you know, leaf changes are mostly due to how much light the plant gets, right? It's not temperatures, but temperatures do play a small part. But it's mostly how much light they're getting. So it's usually pretty steady around that time. Around the 10th is usually a good time to come up. And we'll have to plan some stuff. I mean, there isn't much around us. So if you're looking for like fancy stuff, which I don't think you are, but if you are, there's nothing like really fancy. But there's like a lot of places to go see live music and have some, upscale bar food. Upscale. There is a casino. Casino's right here. It's not, it maybe is a half an hour from home, maybe. Casino has an okay buffet. But if you're looking for nature stuff, then I've got a lot of, the ones I talked about, the neighborhood trails that are very easy. Sterling Nature Center is not far away from us, like a half an hour. And I absolutely love it there because it's got It's got lakeshore, it's got swamp, it's got forest, it's got meadows. I mean, it's got all these different environments all in the same area. So you can see all different kinds of birds and animals and plants and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, most of what we do is free. You know, we do a lot of free stuff. Wineries and breweries, yeah, there are quite a few of those. We could do a wine trip. We've never done one of those. You go around the Finger Lakes and there's like, I don't know, something like 70 wineries in the Finger Lakes. But now there's a lot of distilleries and breweries. That's a great idea. Ozzy, what's up? Looks like you have a little nice neon forest there. How big is the room you're sitting in? It's, what was it? 13 by 13? 15 by 15. It's a bedroom. It's just this was my oldest son's bedroom when he lived with us, you know, before he moved out. So I can't remember the size. It's somewhere between, it's a square. It's 13 by 13 or 15 by 15, somewhere between there. I just honestly don't remember. Oh, it's Lisa's birthday today? Then we'll definitely have to stop in the premiere tonight and say happy birthday. Lisa's awesome. Lisa is awesome. I was obnoxious and messenger at midnight, so I wouldn't forget. That's funny. Yeah, we'll definitely need to say happy birthday to her. We got to meet her at the Clash 2 years ago. That was a lot of fun hanging out with Lisa. Super nice person. Just exactly the same person that you see in the streams. You know what, though? I don't think anybody really was any different. No, that's not true. That's not true. There was somebody, I'm not going to name names, but there was somebody who was a lot more reserved on the live streams, but face-to-face were a lot more gregarious. You know, they were just, you know, they talked a lot more and they were a lot more active, and just on streams they were very reserved, sort of quiet. But in real life, and it wasn't because they were drinking or anything like that. It was, you know, that all the whole time they were there, they were just a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a lot more vocal. In a good way, not in a bad way at all. It was a good way. So that's the only difference. Everybody else that I've met that I've only, you know, seen in live streams and stuff, everybody's the same or better. Let's put it that way. The same or better. Oh, hold on. Let me click some buttons here. Man, this mouse has really got to go. I've cleaned it so many times. And now it just double clicks on me all the time. Saving up for the Keystone Clash? Yeah. People have been, and that's not even accurate, because people have done other stuff too. We weren't going to be able to go this year because of things happened, and the community got together, and you know, people sent me money behind the scenes too. That's not part of this. So you know, the support that I get is amazing, and people did a lot, and we have enough to go. I'll know at the end of the month where we're at. Right now, we're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, come home Tuesday. That's where we're sitting at right now. And then it just depends. It just depends where we end up with memberships and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to get the Thursday as well, but I'm just happy that we could go at all, because, you know, it's because of you guys. You guys are the reason we're able to go. So thank you very much again, as always. I was talking about Annette. I was talking about Annette. I'll just say it. You're right. You're right, Matt. You know, just a lot more conversation face to face, which I absolutely love. I love when people are comfortable enough to you know, be themselves. I love that. I love when people just feel like they can just be who they are. You know, that people are very comfortable. I'll be there Thursday night through Sunday morning. Okay, you're leaving on Sunday? That's what we've done the last 2 years, was left on Sunday, but I felt like we missed out on a little bit. And Sunday night just seems like there's a lot more. You can make better connections with people, because, you know, during the event, especially this year. Man, I was looking at the schedule that they posted. The talks are just constant all day long, and there's only like 2 of them that I'm like, if I missed that one, okay. You know, there's only a couple of them like that. All the rest of them, I'm like, wow, I you know, Michelle's like, so I guess I'm not going to see you at all, huh? I was like, well, we can plan lunch, you know. But all the stuff that's going on this year, it's going to be constant. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Ozzy. Thank you very much. That is very cool of you. Thank you, sir. Foxanne said Pep and I will be there Friday morning until Sunday morning. What about everybody else? Jenna said we'll be there Tuesday night through Monday morning. So we did want to go Wednesday, but that would also use up all of Michelle's time, which yeah, The Office. Aren't you Ozzy's Office? Why have you confused? The Office? Because Ozzy's Office was somebody who was around for a long time, and I thought that was you. If it's not, I am so sorry. That makes me feel like crap. What's your first name then? What should I call you? I am so sorry. I thought you were Ozzy's Office. So your name is very close to his, and I made an assumption, and I'm so sorry. I'm a Swede. I did not know that. My sincere apologies. Johans. Well, hi. I'm so sorry, man. I will remember going forward. Unless maybe you know what? Maybe I'm just going to call you Ozzy now anyways. You know what? You're Ozzy. That's you. You're Ozzy now. That's your new name. Just, you might as well change it on your documents. You're going to be Ozzy from now on. I made an assumption. That's what's always bad about assumptions. I just assumed you were Ozzy's Office. Wait, what's going on? Bunny's mad at me. I ran her off. I can't imagine Bunny being mad at anybody. Ivy, how about Joe Ozzy? I'm Ozzy. No one shall question this. Sharon! I'm the king of darkness. I can't do his accent. Bunny Viper, you still here? Greg the Guppy guy, it looks like you might maybe have him blocked. I mean, I can't. I'm sorry, I was away for a few. I'll look above and see what I missed. He was saying hi, and he thinks you maybe have him accidentally blocked. And I was like I said, I can't imagine Ivy doing that. Then Enrico Lutefisk. Yeah, please. I've always wanted to try that. It'd be difficult, I think, to send though, especially from Sweden. And it's cool. I love that we have people from all over the world. I mean, we get a lot of Australians, we get a lot of Canadians. Obviously, most of the people are from the U.S. I say obviously because, you know, that's where I'm from. So but it's always nice. You know, we've got a couple of Swedes. There's another one. There's another one right there. Mickham. Awesome Swedish band. John Ozzy. Hi, everyone. We'll be lurking, making dinner. You know, I don't remember any Germans that have ever been here in my stream. A lot of people from the UK. I don't remember any French people. A couple of Swedes. Patrick, where was Patrick at? He was actually from, where was he from? Czechoslovakia or whatever it's called now. He was Czech, but he lived in someplace else. And then there was another guy too, and I forgot his name. But anyways, I love that the community itself is global, right? Like even Fish Fam Christmas, we made sure that a lot of the gifts were for international people so that you guys could take advantage of it. Czech living in Denmark. There we go. Rainier is from Austria. I don't think Rainier what's his name? I don't think he ever comes in here. Slovenia. I think it was Czech. I think you're right, Mikum, living in Denmark. Yeah. Wasn't that the guy who made the fish game, but then he took it down. He said he wasn't satisfied with it. What was his name? Patrick? I think we're Patrick. I think we're friends on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know which one. I feel like it was Czech. I feel like he was Czech. Patrick, yeah. But I could be wrong. Anyways, it's just cool to me that it's global. I love, you know, and I would love to see videos from a lot more of our friends in other places too, because oftentimes I don't see any videos from people. They come and hang out with us, but I'd like to see, you know, the different ways that they do stuff in their countries and what they're used to. And I mean, there's some out there, but I just don't see a lot. Yeah, Mikum's a Swede. Mickey. He is. He's been around a long time. He's got good taste in music, too. All right. Well, what are we going to talk about? I got nothing else. JT keeping fish. And he's in the UK, right? He's English. We have quite a few people from the UK. Deb, people in Wales. You know, Paul McCarthy. Here I am saying names. Oh, he's from the Netherlands, JT? Why did I think he was from the UK? That's weird. Rebecca. Yep, Rebecca from the UK. John, Sharpie. Daily Adventures. Daily JT is in the Netherlands. Okay. Graham. 3G, I adore you, even though you don't call me doll anymore. Well, we'll have to rectify that. Yeah, Rebecca is super nice. I like her too. And that was my mom's name. My mom's name was Rebecca. Probably shouldn't say all that stuff, right? It's so easy for you guys. I've said so much. Oh, he's English but living in the Netherlands. Thank you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm still a member of Blake's, even though I never make his streams anymore. At like 5 a.m. Yeah, every once in a while he does it at what's our afternoon, but not very often. I like Blake though. Blake is he's just such a good guy. He's one of my favorite focus-ons that we did too. The interview with him. He's just fun. I like those kind of people that are you're instantly comfortable around them, right? They're not super judgy. They're not super angry. They're not just, you know, everything that comes out of their mouth is just hating on some other group of people. You know, they're just good people. That's the kind of people I like to hang around and have conversations with, you know. Unfortunately, around me, neighbors, it's not like that. There's a lot of, we won't get into it. We won't get into it. I think you should be my live stream co-host. You can even be a shadowy camera off presence. Yeah, she could just do just the voice, right? I mean, we've heard Zenny's voice because she was a member of the Fish Fam Christmas Committee, and she would come to our live streams where we were discussing things, and we got to hear her. We didn't get to see her. We didn't get to see her. One of these days, we'll get to interview Zenny. See you, Mick. What are you having? Wait, are you still here? What are you having for dinner? What are you having? He's probably already gone. I gotta move this. Hold on. All right. We're gonna go for another like 11 minutes. That'll be an hour and a half. I think we'll stop there because I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels here. I got nothing else to talk about. We got nothing else going on. What am I going to do this afternoon? I'm going to play some Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm absolutely loving. It's a great game. Meatballs, of course. Yeah. Johan, what's your favorite meal? What's your one favorite meal? What do you like to eat the most? And if it's something that we might not be familiar with, then describe it for us, if you would. I don't know a lot of Swedish cuisine. That's why I'm asking. I don't know, I know the big ones that we have here, but I don't know a lot of Swedish cuisine. So I'm curious. So I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3, and then as soon as Michelle gets home, we didn't do our walk last night. We had some other stuff we had to do instead. So we're trying to do a walk every 2 days. I say a walk, it's a walk in the woods, so it's a hike, right? So we're going to go to the same place we went last time, and I'm going to collect the alder cones tonight. I'm going to get a bunch of those. A bunch of them were ready, already dried out, hanging on the trees, just ready to go. So I'm going to try and collect a bunch of those. It's in an area where I can do it. It's right on the edge of an area where I can do it. Some of the trees are in the park, some are not. So I'll be careful. And so we're going to go take our walk tonight. We've been trying to do 2 miles on our nature hike every other night. And I think it's just going to be good for us to get out there. We can do this about halfway through October. We'll be able to do this on the regular, so that's pretty good. That's a good amount. And I was thinking about that too, is that maybe at the Clash we could do that, right? The people that are going to be there on Monday, maybe we could find a nice little local place. The temperatures will probably be great by that time. The end of September in Pennsylvania, it'll probably be 60s or 70s for the high. Go take a nice walk. I'm not looking like a death march, but just a nice little walk. Do some nature. Look at some plants, look at some birds and animals and stuff. What's up, JT? Hello, sir. I see. I didn't know that you were in the Netherlands. I thought that you were English, but I didn't know you were in the Netherlands. So yeah. Half Dutch and half Welsh. Gotcha. Now, when you say half Dutch and half Welsh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Do the different families, is it close enough where the different families speak the different languages? Because that would be an amazing, when you get the whole family together and half of them are Dutch and half of them are Welsh, and they start speaking their languages instead of just English. That would be amazing. I would love that. Laura, you guys only going to be there Saturday? Gotcha. My father is Dutch and my mother is Welsh. Very cool. Mine, we're Americans, but my dad was Scottish, 100%. I mean, his family, my greats, I think, came from Scotland. And my great-grandparents married other Scottish people, and then my grandparents both married Scottish people, Scottish ancestry. So that's it. And then my mom's side was Italian. So they're all gone. I mean, my brother, my sister, myself are it. That's it. That whole entire family, all the cousins, everybody's gone. They're all gone. Some bad genes on that side. Scottish part, they live forever. My grandma's still around, and she's like 104, 106. I don't know, somewhere. We haven't talked, and there's reasons. But I mean, she's in her hundreds. Just a stern Scottish woman. Adam says, thanks for stream. I got to head out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Check on the folks. Nice. Hope everything's good. I'll catch everyone tonight for the Thursday night streams. We'll see you later, Adam. I know if I don't stream before next class that Jenna and Steven will cost me at the event, so I feel like I'm going to have to put my big girl pants on eventually. Well, that might be a good place to do it too, Zenny, while we're there face to face, right? It might not be so bad for you because we've already seen you, right? So this year, we're looking at about 100 people from our community at the Clash. Last year was about 60, 65, somewhere between there. This year, it's going to be around 100 people from our community at the Clash. So next year, I got to imagine we'll just be a little bit higher than that, right? But think, you're going to get to meet 100 people already that are out there. there's only 40 people in here watching right now. So, you know, if you've already met them and you've already been hanging out with them, it probably wouldn't be so hard to get on the camera. Let's see. I love to do a nice pot roast in the oven, nice cream-based lingonberry sauce, some boiled potatoes, and then lingonberries and pickled cucumber on the side. That sounds good. Now, pickled things are a big part of your cuisine, correct? You guys make a lot of different pickled things. Johan? I love pickled stuff. Except for these. See you, Ryan. Thanks for hanging out. Except for these. I've talked about it a million times. You can get these from the AlamoCandyCompany.com, right? Yeah, AlamoCandy.com. AlamoCandy.com. This is the worst thing in the world, the most disgusting thing in the world. These are gross, and I love pickled things. That's coming from somebody who loves. I've eaten all kinds of different pickled stuff. Absolutely love pickled stuff, and these were just disgusting. Only Saturday we have birthday Sunday to go to. Gotcha, Lori. Well, it'll still be good to see you and Joe. Still be good to see you and Joe. JT will be live in a half an hour, so that's about when we'll quit then. That'll be 2 o'clock our time. We might quit before then. What's up, Victor? What was that? Where is that? Oh, here we go. Maybe I'll get away with it. I think I can totally take Steven if he's by himself. I can pull up actual numbers about Fish Fam attendees if you'd like. I have the registration data from last year and this year. Yeah, if you don't mind. I mean, if it's not a lot of work, I don't want you to put yourself out, Jenna. I'm just curious on where we're at with numbers. But, you know, again, don't, if it's a pain in the butt, don't do it. But if you can quickly do it, then yeah. Pickled herring. I don't know if I've ever had pickled herring. I can't remember. I've had herring, like in different sauces and stuff, like, you know, tinned in the cans. I love that all the time. I love cans. Pickled herring, though, I would definitely try that. We have unions and herring here. I don't think that counts as pickled stuff. That's pickled flavored and apparently poorly. Yeah, oh, yeah, she's talking about this. Yes, nasty. We duel at dawn. Steven and CT are dueling. Let's see, what else? Oh, Whip. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry for your loss. Was it a surprise? Was it, I mean, just out of the blue? You got blindsided? And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for your loss. It's difficult. Out of the blue. Oh man, and you know, it's even worse. It's even worse. I mean, it's always bad, but when it's sort of been expected, you know, sometimes it's almost a relief because that person's no longer in pain or whatever. But when it's quick like that, you know, and plus when it takes time, you have some time to, you know, get used to it and to get used to the idea and to come to grips with it and stuff. But when it's sudden like that, well, if you want to talk, you know what to do. That's difficult. I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. Hang in there, buddy. Like the worst thing to say, right? Hang in there. Hang in there, man. It'll be over soon. I try to be supportive, and I need to laugh. I got nothing today. I'm not feeling it. I'm so sorry. We're not really doing anything. What else we got? We got to have something fun to do then. What's something funny or fun to do? Here. Let me eat some more worms. That's not really funny, but I have the package of earthworms here. These are earthworms. These came from Dee Dee. Oh, there's a real fat one. This is earthworm jerky. Now, Aiden tried these too. I love that my son has been more adventurous with his eating stuff, so he's tried these earthworms as well. And he said the same thing as I did. So he didn't mind the taste. Like, I don't mind the taste. They taste actually pretty good. They're in a sweet chili sauce. But it takes forever to break them down. Boo. Anybody home? See what I mean? "92 Fish Fam members currently registered. Currently registered. What kind of fun things are we going to do at the Clash? Well, I don't know when are you going, Whip? What I know you said you're for sure going now, which makes me super happy. And Whip was the one who bought Michelle's and my tickets. He bought our tickets for the Clash. I thought it was some other people who have done a ton for me, but it turns out it was Whip. He was keeping on the down low. But I went through a few people and I was like, man, I can't think of who this was. And I finally got Whip to acknowledge that he was the one. So he bought tickets for Michelle and I to go to the Clash. And he's also donated towards this. And he's that kind of guy Whip is. But what day are you going to be there? Geek Boy's off to lunch. Have a good lunch. Where are you going, Geek Boy? Going to go have an ale or two? There's Paul. We were talking about whales earlier, Paul. Brow beat me into submission. Yeah, I mean, I just kept talking about it, you know. So what days are you going to be there, Whip? Do you know? Because maybe we can plan something with, people for one of the off days, the days that, nobody's setting up or taking down or whatever, like Monday, or something like that, where we can just go. The casino is right across the street. We could go there. I'm not a big casino guy, and I feel like we wouldn't be able to really talk, and I know for some people that's a good thing. Uh-oh. Bunny Viper, I think you're pocket modding. Ooh, excuse me. I just burped up earthworm. Thursday through Sunday. Okay. Tampa Tom, what's up? Mowing the lawn while listening. So if we can make it there Thursday, yeah, you did, Paul. Paul, you're here. You're here. You just got accidentally pocket modded. So you'll be back in just a few minutes. It was just an accident. It happens from time to time. So please don't take it personal. Bunny Viper didn't mean to do it. It was totally just an accident. Not a big deal. Yeah, she's saying I'm sorry. Don't worry, Bunny Viper too. It happens. Everybody's probably done it once. I don't think I have. I probably have. I don't keep my phone in my pocket very often though, or do stuff like that very often. Maybe Thursday, if we can make it Thursday, we can plan something there. Again, I would love to do just a little walk, just a walk in the woods. There's got to be like a little nature center close by the place. We can look that up. I would love to just do something like that, but that's just me. I'm just one person. So we can find out what everybody else wants to do. If everybody wants to go to casino, we go to the casino. Whatever people want to do, whatever the consensus is, I'll be fine with. I banned a guy trying to catch my phone after dropping it in the basement. And Kelly Foreman, some of us have done it many times. I don't usually pocket mob, but I pocket change Facebook Messenger backgrounds all the time. Mine's always in text where I seem to do stuff. That's where most of mine come from. That's where most of mine come from. So let's do that. Let's plan some events outside of the Keystone Clash. I don't know if I'll make it Thursday, but let's plan something Thursday. I mean, I don't have to be there. Everybody else can get together. And let's also do a Monday. Sunday night, I'd say too, but Sunday night, some people might be still, doing stuff. The auction's still going on. There might still be people involved in things they can't get away from. But Monday, if they're there, they would have time to do it too. So let's try and come up with some things to do that aren't, super expensive, that everybody could do if they're going to be with us. Sound like a plan? Maybe we can talk about it on the Discord or something. If I'm going to give my money away, I'd rather give it to the fish fam than a casino. I'm with you. I'm just not a big gambler. I've never been a big gambler. It just doesn't appeal to me. See you, Craig. Thanks for hanging out with us till 3 o'clock, till almost 4 o'clock in the morning. My roommate, Rich, back in the day, his mom worked in Laughlin, Nevada, which is right across the Colorado River from Arizona. So we would take a bus turnaround trip. It's mostly old people. And, we were in our, we were probably in our 20s at the time. Hold on, I gotta click a button here. Mostly older folks, but it cost us $8 for the turnaround trip. And they gave you a buffet breakfast when you got up there and a nickel roll, $2 back. So you couldn't go wrong. But it was like a 6-hour bus trip, and maybe even longer than that. It was a long bus trip. But we would go up every once in a while so he could go visit his mom. So I would go with him, and I'd go hang out in the casino, because as long as you're playing the nickel slots or whatever, penny slots I think they had, maybe, I don't know, nickel slots, whatever it was, as long as you're playing those, you got free drinks. So I would just sit there and drink all day while he's, visiting his mom and stuff, and then we'd go back home. So it didn't cost me anything, really. See, I've always been budget-minded. I've always been a cheap bastard. That's what happens when you grow up poor. My family was pretty poor. We had, we moved a lot. We didn't have anything. So I think that, it's in my life now, I do things that, because I grew up so poor. Stephen did it once by dripping aquarium water on my phone with chat open. It hit something just right. Kelly Foreman says, I'm not a gambler at all. Somehow I have a puritanical streak that makes me not want to do it. I just don't enjoy it. It doesn't do anything for me. Probably because I've never really won. I used to win stuff a lot. Like I would join sweepstakes. There used to be online sweepstakes.com. You could go there and they would vet all the sweepstakes and, tell you the good ones. And I would go sign up for those sweepstakes. And I used to win a ton of stuff doing that. But that's not really gambling, because there's really nothing. You didn't have to pay anything, right? There was nothing on your side. All you did was give me your information. But man, that was like 2005 or so, right around 2005. I was winning stuff left and right, just constantly. I won 3 Game Cubes. I won this big thing for Aiden. Was a toddler at the time, and it was like a piano thing for him that would help him stand up and stuff, but it was huge, and thing was worth like $500. There was just so many things. I mean, I would spend all day entering, not all day, but I would spend time entering the sweepstakes, but I used a thing called RoboForm, which is still out there today, I'm pretty sure. And you put your information in there, and then it would just, you go to the website, you click a button, and it filled out the information, you click submit, you're done. Until they got, they started saying you can't use those types of things. They wanted you to fill out the form separately. So they would have hidden fields like your name field again, and it would fill it out and you didn't have any clue. They would know it was hidden. So you didn't see it, but the form was still filling it out. They knew that you would, so get disqualified. Jenna says, growing up poor definitely affects your life choices later. That's why I refuse to eat ramen noodles and Vienna sausages anymore. After eating pretty much only that for over a year, and I'm done with it. Yeah. And I still eat ramen noodles, not very often, and Vienna sausages whenever Michelle gets them for me. Vienna sausages we call football food. So Michelle will buy me, you know, a bunch of snacks to watch football. And stuff like Vienna sausages, chips and salsa, pigs in a blanket, sushi sometimes, you know, just a lot of finger food. Sometimes a lot of fried stuff, maybe taquitos or just all kinds of different things like that. That's about the only time I normally eat Vienna sausages is football time. I eat different foods. Sometimes we make chili. We used to, when we lived in Arizona, every Sunday was a party at our house during the football season because we have a bunch of people over. But when we moved to New York, you know, we left all of our friends behind, and we started doing that with some of my wife's family. We'd have a few people over, and I'd have some friends from work would come over. But that was it. It wasn't the same. And nowadays, it's usually just me. Once in a while, my youngest son will come up and watch with me, but most of the time, it's just me watching football and screaming at the TV and, you know, kicking stuff. And I remember 2013, the Bears were in the Super Bowl against the Colts. They lost. But my oldest son, Anthony, invited some of his friends over to watch me watch football because I invent words. You know, I say the all kinds of stuff, and yeah, I get pretty animated, and I come by it naturally though, because I do remember when I was a kid, my dad watching the Bears on TV and kicking the couch, and we had that couch that a lot of families had, that was big solid wood, you know, big like banister type corners and stuff. The thing was just solid wood with like the orange and yellowish floral fabric on it. You've probably seen it. He kicked the edge of that and broke his toe badly. Excuse me. So I come by it naturally for sure. Come on, damn it. This mouse is pissing me off. I have to click like 5 times because it double clicks. It's been cleaned. Stephen calls Vienna sausage boat food. It's probably the same reasons, right? Zenny says, I love gambling, but it's definitely not about the money because I love nickel slots. And I think the most I ever won was like $200, but it's usually more like a jackpot of $12. Not a fan of ramen noodles anymore also, but Vienna sausages I'm all over. Barbecue ones are actually really good. Still like Vienna sausage, but I have to drain the juice and fill up with Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. It's not that I don't like the foods, just the association. Yeah, I understand. Chicken noodle soup. That's mine. Chicken noodle soup. As a very, very young child, living in northern Indiana, Chicagoland area, I got into some trouble. I mean, I was maybe in first grade. There was no kindergarten back then. They didn't have kindergarten. You just went to first grade. You might go to preschool if you're lucky. You got to go to a preschool, you know, where they taught you some things, but otherwise you went to first grade and that was it. Your parents were expected to teach you some of the stuff that you would learn in first grade. But I don't remember all the details, but I did something bad. Police actually showed up to our house. It was a rainy day, and we were eating chicken noodle soup. I do remember that. And I was young. Property damage stuff. So I don't like chicken noodle soup. I can't do it. Can't do chicken noodle soup for the exact same reason that Jenna described. The Bears. I miss Tommy Boy. The barbecue flavor of Viennas aren't mushy like the originals, huh? A lot firmer and feel more like a hot dog. I don't know that I've tried them. We had that couch too, Dee Dee said. Yep, a lot of people had that couch, right? It was so commonplace, like in the 70s or maybe early 80s, but like the 70s mostly, that couch. I know a lot of people here have seen it. Won't eat mashed potatoes for that same reason. Zenny says, I would like to request a stream of just Rico pronouncing all the iterations of words. Like, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. What's up, Big Cat? I mispronounce a ton of things. And a lot of times I mispronounce things because I've only ever read them. I've never heard them pronounced. I never went and looked up the pronunciation of them. I've only read that. I know what the word means. I know how to use it in a sentence, but I've never heard anybody else speak a word. And I'm trying to think of something that nothing comes to mind right now, but you got stream brain. But there's quite a few words like that I have no idea how they're pronounced. I've never looked up how they're pronounced. Names, when I'm reading a book and it's a name that's not just something simple, but something it's in a different language or made up or whatever, I don't even sound out the name. I just visually recognize that name means that person, and it doesn't even have a sound in my head at all. It's just that block of letters means that person, and I won't even try to read that name or try to pronounce it in my head or put anything to it. It's just that means this. It's a symbol that means that person, and that's what it is. There is no sound attached to it. Same with place names and things like that in some of the books. I'll just skip right over to it. Just skip right over it and don't even try to pronounce it because it's just quicker. It's just quicker. Yeah, some of the Louisiana names. We did some of those, right? You had some of those for me, and I did okay. I had a couple of them. Yeah. I remember that one too. Jenna told me how to say that one correctly, Zenny. Ponchartre? No, I can't remember how to say it. It's not anywhere near to how it's pronounced. Nacogdoches, right? Nachadoche. See, I forgot. I know I said that one right, Greg. We've got some like that here too. There's a lot of the Native American names, in this area. Like this one. I don't think I spelled it right. Yeah, that's okay. That's spelled right. Like that one. We have Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain? See, that's not what I thought. Natchitoches. See, I thought that was different too. Pontchartrain. So that one, that's a little town bias, and a lot of people have problems with that one because iron sticks out. It's a Irondequoit. 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 Oh, how about this one too? Let's see if I can even spell this one. This one you guys might know because I have I've told you how to. Oh, there's another one too. How about that one? Or this is the one I've told you how to pronounce before. So that first one, how do you think you pronounce that one? And no cheating, no cheating. Barbecue Vienna. Yeah, I will. I drained the sauce before eating them, though. I wasn't looking forward to them. I was surprised. I will. You got it. Yep. I always say it skin neck titty. Skin neck titty because it's Schenectady. Schenectady. So I say skin. I always tell people to pronounce it skin neck titty because then I get to say titty. Titty? Schenectady. Schenectady. That's the second one. Yeah, skin neck titty. And Keith lives close to that one. Nope, Zeddy didn't. The second one, you're not very close. Anybody else want to guess that one? People are probably looking it up now. I'll just say it. The first one is Skinny Atlas. Skinny Atlas. What's the first two, Greg? He said that was the third oldest settlement in Louisiana Purchase. Skinny Atlas. Skinny Atlas. Like it's a small... It's worth noting that just because a bunch of Cajun rednecks have bastardized the pronunciation of French, Spanish, and Native American words doesn't mean those pronunciations are correct. Yes. That is true. That is true. Yes. I think though that we, everything changes. Everything, everything, language isn't dead. It's a living language, so it's constantly changing, right? It's constantly changing. Even some of the words, things like gay, like way back in the, when was it? The gay 40s or the gay 20s or roaring 20s, the gay 30s, but which was Depression era, so it wasn't too, but just the standard meaning of things. Swag. Swag used to be, not that long ago even, swag was stuff you'd get, like if you went to a convention, the bag of goodies, that was your swag. Now it's totally different. What's another one? Well, nerds and geeks and stuff. Obviously, geeks were the people who bit the heads off chickens and stuff like that. I don't know if that's the original. I don't know if that's the original one. But that's, where we know it from. But then, like in the 90s, geeks and nerds were totally different things, right? Nerds were people that were, Revenge of the Nerds, people that were socially awkward. And geeks were just people that were really into something, right? Very, very passionate about, stuff like fantasy books and comic books and things like that. And now it's just, it's all the same. Had a college suite mate from Skinny Atlas. Schenectady, ba-na-na-na, ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Schenectady, da-da-da-da-da. Iowa likes to take the names of famous places and pronounce them dumb. Tripoli is pronounced Tripola, and Nevada is Nevada. We have some of those here, but they do pretty good. And there's a bunch of, there's a Mexico, New York. There's Greece. There's, just a ton of places that they took their names from other places. A whole bunch of them all over the place. Although the town of Chili, I think it's actually spelled different, though. It's not Chile. It's Chili. I think Chili might be where the Jello factory is. I could be wrong about that. My favorite joke is, how do you pronounce the capital? It jumped on me. How do you pronounce the capital of Louisiana? Is it Nolens or New Orleans? The other answer other people struggle with is obviously Baton Rouge. It's obviously Baton Rouge. Yeah, just like here, people think that New York City is the capital when it's Albany. Just because New York City is just so much, bigger, so they just assume the biggest place must be the capital. Plus, it's, it's named. So they Tripola. I say Idaho for Idaho. I'm not the hoe. Suffolk, Long Island has lots of native names. Oh God, is that where Geek Boy's name comes from? Yeah, the chicken biting the heads off chickens at carnivals. Yep, that's where it's from, right? That's where the geek came from. And Whip says, smart, awkward people equals nerds. Weird, awkward people equals geeks. Is that what it is now? I think they're interchangeable now. But, I mean, geeks used to be, people that were IT people. The Geek Squad, right? Instead of the nerd herd like somebody else did. But the Geek Squad, it was all techie people were usually geeks. Like, ThinkGeek.com, before they got bought out and then shut down, was one of my favorite places to buy gifts for the kids from. We used to buy all kinds of stuff from there. Like I had the shirts that had the equalizer on it, or a shirt that you could actually plug in. It had a little amplifier in it, so you could, play a guitar or something through your shirt. They just had a million different, geeky toys. Absolutely love that site. And then they got bought out by GameSpot, I think. And, of course, then they shut them down. They even had some ThinkGeek stores, physical locations, which they still might have. I don't know if I've ever been into one. I used to love that store, though. Just had all kinds of cool stuff. And that's where we bought most of our kids' gifts. For my daughter's graduation, my son wore the 8-bit tie that he got from there that was all pixelated. Love that store. Love that store. Wish they didn't got bought out. That's like people thinking Chicago is the capital of Illinois. Oh, wait. Yeah. What is the capital of Illinois? Is it Bloomfield? No. What's the capital of Illinois? I don't remember what the capital of Illinois is. I used to know. Springfield. I was close. Bloomfield, I said. Springfield. Thank you. Thank you. A Chi-Light was a backup singer for a group. Chi-Light. Now they're interchangeable. Geeks in the Carnival. Yeah. My favorite Louisiana joke is Louisiana doesn't ask for corrupt politicians, we demand it. No comment. Something good happened there recently, though. I do remember them surprisingly doing something that I agreed with. My chip broke. I need to put the stuff in a bowl so I can scoop it. I remember that shirt, Steven. I bought one from there. Oh, no. That wasn't from, the one I'm thinking of was not from there, Steven. It was XKCD. What's his name? Randall Monroe. He had one of his comics was pseudo, or make me a sandwich, and the other person said no, make it yourself, and he said pseudo make me a sandwich, and they went and made a sandwich, and I was like, turn that into a shirt and I'll buy it, and he did. So I got to buy his first shirt for that comic. He probably already had shirts for other stuff, but he wasn't really into the merch at the time. Like his book wasn't out yet or anything. So I have a shirt somewhere that says that, and it's a Linux joke. Sorry. Jorge! I'm glad you guys didn't have any damage from the storm and stuff. Just a lot of dust. I've never really identified as a geek or a nerd. I identified as a geek. Yeah. Because I was really into, technology, being an IT guy for so long. Liked all that kind of techie stuff. I remember when I worked at the one place here in town, not very far from us, my coworker Chuck, I got the little helicopter. It was before the drones and stuff, so a little styrofoam helicopter, and he got the missile launcher. So I would fly my helicopter. He was right across the hall from me, sort of. It was a little diagonal. So I would fly my helicopter into his office, and he would try to shoot it with his missile launcher. We used to have so much fun there, because he liked all the stuff from there too. All right, 2 o'clock. I don't use Linux anymore at all. Sudo is just the the admin for Linux. I don't even have a single computer with Linux running, which is weird because I was heavy into Ubuntu when it came out. Breezy Badger was the first distro, first version of theirs that I've used. And you know, our cat was even named after it. And I worked at a place that made stickers. They didn't just make stickers, they made labels, they made stop signs, they made, you know, all that kind of stuff, signage and stickers and labels and stuff. So I had a bunch of Ubuntu stickers made that look sort of like the Windows Inside sticker, you know, is that same size and reflective type thing. I had a ton of those. I still have some somewhere, but I made up a whole bunch of those. And I didn't have any Windows computers at the time. It was all, even the kids were running Linux and using Wine for their games and stuff. But I don't have a single computer running Linux anymore. I thought about it. I've got some old laptops I thought about getting. I don't know, is Puppy Linux still out there? One of those small distros like that. I thought about getting one of those to put on some of the old laptops to make them usable. But then I think about it, I'm like, well, what am I going to use them for? I don't have a need. I don't have a need for any other devices or anything. So before, I would, you know, I would always think of something to use those computers for, some project. I mean, we had LCARS, that's the Star Trek, you know, what you see on a lot of their displays and stuff. It's sort of got that, I think it's like orange and blue, like Next Generation. That's sort of like the operating system for Star Trek. Like we had one of those set up right by the front door on a table that was, you know, this was 2005, somewhere around there. It was our calendar and phone book, you know, because, you know, everybody still had landlines and stuff at the time. So we used it for all that kind of stuff. But it had the LCARS look to it. Come on, damn it. Okay, I think we're after 2 o'clock, so I think we'll end. Thanks everybody for hanging out. There's a whole bunch more streams today. JT, he said he was going at 2, so he's probably streaming right now, and a whole bunch later on tonight. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you to the people that did the Snarf or Barf things. If you want to send something, just shoot me an email. We'll work it out. I'll give you my address and you can send me some stuff. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be gross. It doesn't have to be special. Just anything from your area or something you really like or something that you think is disgusting. So far, Nathan is in the lead. Nathan has sent a ton of stuff, so he's in the lead in more ways than one. But with this being the grossest thing ever. So thanks everybody, and Whip, you know, I don't even know what to say. Just my sincere condolences for your loss, and yeah, thinking about you. See you guys.